Hi, I'm Brian, a hitch professional and master technician from Palmetto, Florida. Installing a hitch in your Chrysler Pacifica can lead to some exciting adventures, such as camping, biking, or jet skiing. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now, let's take a look at how I completed this Curt Hitch installation. You will need to provide the following tools or supplies to complete this installation. Start with removing 4 8mm fasteners along the rearmost portion of the bumper. Remove 2 more 8mm fasteners on the driver's side. Remove the final 3 8mm screws from the wheel well. Remove 2 10mm fasteners. Now remove 7 M10 nuts using a 10mm socket and 2 plastic push-on fasteners using a Phillips head screwdriver. It helps to remove the push-on fastener by providing downward tension on the trim panel. Fully remove the trim panel, set aside for reinstallation later. Be sure when removing the exhaust to use a strap. Using soapy water, lubricate and remove the exhaust hangers. I'll be using exhaust pliers. If you don't have exhaust pliers, a pry bar or sturdy flat tip screwdriver will work. Repeat for the second exhaust hanger. Remove the exhaust heat shield by removing 2 plastic 10mm nuts. Pull down and remove the heat shield for reinstallation. For this step, we'll be using 2 M8 bolts and 2-inch spacers. Using the access hole, we'll fish wire 2 bolts and spacers through these holes here. Be sure to start with the rearmost bolt hole, otherwise the hardware will get caught up inside the frame rail. Thread the spacer and carriage bolt onto the fish wire. Feed the spacer and bolt through the access hole and down through the mounting hole. Leave the fish wire attached. For the final bolts, we'll reverse fish wire using the 3-inch spacer and carriage bolt. Pass the bolt and spacer through the hole and pull back through. Repeat all steps on the passenger side. Now we're ready to raise the hitch into position using this U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you don't have a hitch jack, we recommend getting a second set of hands. Place the hitch into position. Be sure to feed the passenger side over the exhaust before raising the hitch the rest of the way. Feed the fish wire through the mounting holes in the hitch bracket. Repeat on the driver's side. Raise the hitch into position. Being careful not to push the hardware back into the frame rail. Next, we'll be installing these 1/2-inch nuts onto the bolts. Start by removing the fish wire. Carefully thread the nut onto the bolt to avoid pushing it into the frame. Repeat for all bolts. Repeat on the passenger side. Tighten and torque all hardware to manufacturer's specifications using a 19mm socket. Once torqued, for peace of mind, mark the nuts with a paint marker. Measure and mark the heat shield for trimming in accordance with the directions. Measure and trim the underbody trim panel in accordance with the instructions.
Yeah.
Reinstall the underbody panel. Reinstall previously removed hardware with the exception of two located here and here. Reattach rubber exhaust isolators to exhaust. A little bit of soapy water goes a long way. Remove the exhaust support strap. Now that the hitch is installed, we brought the vehicle onto level ground so we can show you some important measurements. The hitch is a 2-inch receiver. From the pin to the front of the bumper is 5 inches. From the ground to the top of the receiver is 13.5 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories, like a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.